Okay, so now you have seen me cut the corn off of the cob with our little cob cutter. And now I am going to show you how to make, how I like to make creamed corn. It's not really creamed corn. It's got some milk, it's got some butter in it, but it's just fresh corn that's cut off the cob and cooked, and everyone that's had it loves it. Friends, family, everybody. So anyway, here it goes. All right, so this is really simple. This is the corn that I've used to cut. I've used the cutter to cut this corn off. Sorry, there's a little piece in there. It needs to come out. I started heating it up and realized, oh, I need to make a video. So I just put it on the stove and I took it off the stove. So this is what we got. So I just took a package of the corn, or in this case, this is about 6 ears of corn. Actually, this is exactly 6 ears of corn. Good sized corn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some butter. I'm going to use some salt and a bit of milk. And that's it. Well, you know what? Every now and then I use a little bit of sugar, but that'll do to taste toward the end to see if the corn is sweet enough. I don't like it sweet. Some people make it like sugary sweet. I don't like that way, but a little bit of sweet is really good. So I'm going to take a little bit of butter. This is probably what? Maybe a tablespoon of butter, something like that. I'm gonna cut that up in there a little bit. Sorry, I got a little backwards in doing this because I started just cooking it and realized, oh no, I meant to make a video. I forgot. So I got backwards on that. So a little bit of butter, a bit of milk. I'm probably going to do. Look what happens to here. I'm going to do about. I'm going to start with about that much milk. That's probably a half a cup. Maybe a half a cup of milk is probably what that is. And then, of course, my salt. I use kosher salt because I can grind it and it gets really powdery. So this is maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 pinches of salt. Let's do 4, actually. It needs a fair amount of salt. Think about how much salt you would put on your popcorn, or how much salt you would put on, you would sprinkle on an ear of corn. Okay, consider that. So stir it up. It kind of looks like that's pretty much, yeah, it looks about right. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it on the stove and cook it. Uncover it. I had it covered earlier just because I'd done it and had to wait. So I'm going to put it on probably about a 3 or 4 and just get it simmering pretty good. Growing up in the South, my grandmother was called this fried corn. I'm not really sure why. It always puzzled me as a kid. It's not fried, so why do you call it fried corn? I do not know. But yeah, so I'll come back in the middle of this so you kind of get a sense of what it starts to look like, and then toward the end, and show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's been cooking probably, I'd say maybe between 5 and 10 minutes. You might have seen the clock down here, and you can know how long it's been cooking. But it's starting to bubble a little bit. Just want to show you kind of what it starts to look like when it starts to bubble. This is starting to cook nicely. I'm probably going to cook this anywhere between another 10 and 15 minutes, probably. I'll do it till it looks right. Right now it doesn't look quite right yet, but you do want the corn to be cooked. And a lot of that cream, that liquid sort of evaporates a lot out of it. So don't worry about it being soupy or anything. It won't be when it's served, okay? Come back in a minute. Check out this corn, y'all. It is cooking up a storm. That starch, look at all that starch. It's starting to come together. Maybe that's why they call it fried cornbread, because you really get it going good. You can already see how it doesn't have as much liquid in it because it's starting to cook off and condense and thicken a little bit. To me, this is so good. Here, probably in the next little bit, I'm going to taste it, see if it's getting close to being done. Oh, my oven's ready. Being close to being done, and see if it needs a little bit of sugar or a little bit of salt, just a little bit to kind of touch it up a little bit. But that is looking and smelling perfecto. Anyway, come back in a minute. All right, look at this corn here. This is looking right. Most of the liquid See that? It has burnt out of it. Not burnt out of it, but it has liquefied out of it. So it's a little bit dry. I don't go too crazy with it. So I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to add a little bit of milk. Hold on a second. Got my milk. I'm just going to add just a touch. You see that? That's maybe what? 1/8 of a cup? Maybe 1/4 of a cup? I'm just going to work that through. I don't want to scrape the bottom too much, unless I don't want to make that stuff come off the bottom, but you kind of want that flavor. That's where the flavor comes from. And I'm going to taste this in a second and see how it tastes, which is what you're going to do too. You may not know what you're tasting for, but you're going to taste. What you're going to be looking for is you want to just the slightest bit of sweetness to it, and a very strong corn, like extra corn flavor. And I think this is about ready. This is really close. That looks really good. All right, let me get a spoon and let me taste this. Okay, be right back. Okay, got my spoon. Pardon me while I taste this. 1 second. God, that's good. It doesn't need any sugar. If I did need sugar, I might put 1, at most 2 teaspoons for this whole pan, okay? But I'm not going to put any because this is just perfect. It has all that beautiful fresh corn flavor, and it is so delicious. Okay, I'm about to serve it up and show it to you in just a second. Okay, so this is our corn. Just want to get in good light for you so you can see what it looks like. God, I wish you could smell this corn right now. This is corn from the farmer's market, and this is farmer raised corn. This isn't corn that we bought from Kroger or someplace like that, where they picked it a little bit early so it'll travel well. No, they left this corn on the stalk for quite a while, so then it really develops those really complex sugars and just tons more flavor. Anything that's going to be ripened on the vine, if you will, is going to just have a lot more flavor. I don't need any more salt. I don't need any more sugar. I don't need any more milk. This is ready to serve, and I'm going to serve it with another dinner that I'm making the rest of the stuff, and I'll show you what it looks like on the plate when I get it ready. But guys, we just cooked corn. How simple was that, right? You can add a little pepper if you want, or not, or let people put it at their will. But this stuff is so good. I can't stress how good it is, especially with a sliced tomato. We got all these tomatoes we're going to slice with it too. So anyway, here we go. Fresh fried sweet corn. This was by the way, I don't think I ever told you, this was called a peaches and cream corn. So you notice they had the white kernels and the yellow kernels. I really like the peaches and cream just because, I don't know, I like the flavor of it. I like the look of it. It has a lot of variation in color to it. So to me, it's a pretty corn. There's some really good sweet corns that are both white or yellow. So, but this is a blend of both. But anyway, I'll show you what it looks like on the plate in a minute.
Delicious.
I agree. It does look delicious. There's our corn and cornbread. That's in another video. Maybe another video we'll show you how to make roast. But yeah, so dinner for tonight. Some fried fresh corn from the market and other delicious stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Make it yourself.